Welcome to Gamereactor TV. We're here in Paris to look at all the latest titles from Ubisoft. Check it out.
Everything is new about Blazing Angels 2. The idea is that we took the whole World War II from the beginning and we focused on a completely different area. We tried to find a setting where we have the freedom to come up with really good and diverse gameplay. And this is why we went into searching the new technologies, whatever was the mind behind the war machine back then. We're trying to put out all the crazy plane, all the crazy designs, the crazy weaponry they were thinking of, and we tried to implement it into a good gameplay and just to deliver it as a whole new experience. First of all, the idea is that we were trying to find ways to have a fresh look on the World War II. World War II has been on and on and on and on, so we tried to focus on whatever will give us much more freedom from a design point of view. That means that we wanted new kind of planes and new kind of weapons. This way we arrived to all the jet technology that the Germans were developing to the end of the war and so on. Also, since all the missions are focused on spies and everything, we had a lot of movies with spies featuring. In the second mission of the game, you have to deliver a spy to jump from your plane to a train. So you have to fly your plane above the train just slowly and hold it there for a while until it performs sort of a stunt like this. We're trying to come up with a lot of diverse things just so you have unique experience throughout the whole game. We try to break away from a lot of classic things that you constantly see in games with planes. We implemented something that is called defensive weapon mechanism that allows you in multiplayer as well as single player to shoot behind, are breaking the whole run around the tail of the other guy. Just you're turning and turning and turning, trying to catch the tail. This time, he can have something in the tail to shoot in your nose. Or, you know, you can have, later on in the game with the jet planes, you can have a Tesla weapon that's just striking light bolts around you for a limited range. So you can do some mass distraction with it, or you can just get away an enemy. You can blind people, you can do this kind of stuff. They're really, really nice in the multiplayer dogfight thing. We've been trying to diversify on a lot of levels. We've tried to break away from ground, sky and small targets. We're trying to develop a lot of vertical. We introduced a lot of atmospheric effects, weather, lightning and these kind of things that are sort of affecting the gameplay. You have night mission with a storm above an ocean with an island and everything, and then suddenly you have searchlights coming after you, which are coming all the way on the vertical, and you have to avoid them while you do your fighting. The whole structure of the game is still kept very simple, very arcade. You control your plane with just one button. And everything you do earns you points. You shoot something, you get points. You use your wingman, whatever they kill, you earn points. You go under a bridge, you earn stun points. With all these points, you can customize your plane, you buy upgrades. And since we have a much wider range of planes going all the way to jets and missiles and everything, that's a lot of customization. That is going to transform into multiplayer, into a richer experience. And we're trying to build up and build up and build up so that in the end we have a coherent story with, you know, much more exotic locations. We said, where could it be cool? We're not limited to whatever was known as a World War II anymore. So we said, let's go up to Himalayas. On top of the Himalayas, strong wind condition. And, you know, we made up a mission that you have to fly over there because it's really intense and it's beautiful. So this is the whole concept behind the whole thing. This one, for example, is one of the beautiful missions. So you have this Spitfire. It has a defense weapon that's sort of like a shotgun that sprays things in behind. And even if it starts like a simple mission, you're above Cairo. If you just take the time to fly above the city a bit, you're going to see that the detail is crazy. We have clothes drying in the sun, people running around, dust, and so much diversity. You go up and you're going to see how the whole city has this structure with identifiable buildings and so on, and you'll recognize where you are. And then you have to attack some planes. It starts pretty normal, but then there are some planes who are launching parachutes with heavy armor. And you're going to shoot the parachutes and you're going to see this whole heavy armor just falling off the sky while others are bombing Cairo. And in the end, you're just going to end up with a sort of a boss of a level, which is like a huge Zeppelin with armored turrets. The moment you see the Zeppelin for the first time, you know, coming up behind the Great Pyramid is just a sight. You look there and say, like, I've seen things I wouldn't believe. It's this huge thing with turrets just moving on, and it has this this fantastic feeling that still looks like World War II, but on a different scale. That's why we wanted, in the first place, we wanted gameplay, coherent storyline, good acting and everything, all the way to bring freshness to the World War II. The game is going to come out on Xbox 360 PC, and we're going to announce it for PS3 as well by the end of August. It's pretty soon, it's coming. Looking forward to see you online, guys.